Good evening, guys. It's about 11:30 from the UK. I hope you're doing really, really well. I've got paint on my hair. Excuse my looks. Is that I've been going through the last stages of alchemy, and as within, so without. So my house is reflecting, um, me connecting, not connecting because I'm connected to the higher self, but you know, um, the getting rid of that code from the matrix and being restored by the right DNA from the source. So my house has to reflect that. So I've been doing it up and it's beginning to look like a heaven. But this video is about, some of you don't know me, might watch this video for the first time, so I'm not going to elaborate about my life or who my partner was. All I wanted to talk is about domestic violence and rape and you know, uh, partnerships were one of them, whether male or female, because some female can, be very abusive toward male as well. Um, to advise just a reason why this happens and what to do, because I've been through it, guys. I've been through the past 4 months. My partner moved in with me, and after he moved in with me, he became really, really evil. And we experienced ridiculous domestic abuse, and I was raped several times and beaten up as well. Um, and I will tell you why this happens to people like us, and what to do about it. Basically, that is the matrix within you. It's a figment of, it's the shadow within. It's that code. When we disconnected from the source, it's like we ate the eating of the apple. It's the symbolism of in digesting the matrix code within, and that matrix code is like a virus that kept us under control, in the mind prisoned, disconnected from the source. And it's not that we've disconnected, but we don't see paradise, we see a holographic world, which again is there to control us. And what we call the veil, it's like if we are putting a virtual reality glasses and we are watching a movie, we are asleep and we think that the movie is real, when nothing in the movie is real but yourself. The characters are not real, are just either projections of the matrix or reflections of the higher self. The nice people are reflections of the animal kingdom, people who are kind to you. The evil ones are that this virus, that contamination of the matrix within, and that can reflect itself at the greatest shadow, the greatest evil within in your partner. And that's what happened to me. I had the greatest evil as my partner. When he moved in with me, he changed. He kind of lured me into a trap, and then all began. He destroyed the place. I mean, his sadness was his happiness. The total polarity. In order for him to survive, I had to be in a very low frequency. But in order for me to survive, I have to be on a very high frequency of the source. The source was with me throughout, guys, and I knew I had to go through it. It was the script I had to live. Um, and the reason why you go through this, guys, whether if you are male or female, gay or lesbian, it doesn't matter, guys. You are my brothers and sisters. It's because your kindness, you're nice. You don't. It's like I love my partner. I didn't want to go against him, but obviously I had to take action and call the police and make sure that he was taken away from me. But I'll tell you the story in a minute. And so do you guys. I know it's hard. You feel guilty because my partner could be the nicest person on the planet or the greatest evil on the whole galaxy. And he fluctuated. One moment he was evil, one moment he was nice. And sometimes we think, well, if he's going to be nice, maybe he stays like that. But they don't. Guys, they don't. So I know the law about domestic violence. I read very well in the UK. I don't know in other countries, but I know that the source have put a lot of support, because most of the phone calls that go to the police in the whole world is about women or male that have experienced domestic violence and rape. And unfortunately, till now, the source is changing all of that. Rape, hardly any rape that somebody experiences go to court. Ridiculous, isn't it? Um, I mean, somebody who is called a conspiracy theorist get more years than somebody who committed rape, because the system, uh, um, was protecting the rapists because the system is evil, reptilian, so we're protecting these people, but not anymore. But the reason why these cases hardly ever go to court is for two reasons, because obviously there is no witnesses, isn't it? If you're gonna be raped, obviously I was raped in my bedroom, so um, who could see it? In my case, the door was open and my door goes to the patio, and it happens to be that one neighbor was on the shelf having a ciggy and he heard everything. So luckily I've got a witness. And the other thing is that people is very reluctant to give their social media and mobile to the police, because usually on the mobile you have fights with your partners and the police wants that evidence, and if you don't give that evidence, then it's not good. So I gave my phone to the police. I have nothing to hide. So if any of you here have experienced that, guys, do not hesitate to give the phone to the police. You say, well, I don't want them to see this and that. Don't worry, the source have got you sorted. You need to trust the source, yeah? But you shouldn't be in a situation where you feel that you have to be the rest of your life like that. Absolutely no, guys. You need to take action. The reason why you've been like this is because you're helping to neutralize evil, yeah? Because these people think they own you, that you're too stupid, too naive, too nice to go against them. They don't expect you to call the police, yeah? It's like my partner, he never expected me. He went for a shower, I left out on my dressing gown in the middle of the night and I called the police. And then he brought the injections. He wasn't supposed, he was on bail, released on bail. He wasn't supposed to come to where I live, but I was feeding the kittens outside, and he came and he held me hostage again and shouted at me and beat me up again. So luckily, one of the same neighbor called the police. He left out, he ran away. But I was under witness protection, and then I was. They got him, and now he's in a mental hospital, and he is facing 3 major court charges. Sorry. So you need the evidence, yeah, and it's very difficult to get a witness. So my advice, guys, is without them knowing, if they're gonna try to force themselves upon you, record it, yeah. Obviously, no video recorded. Without just record. They will hear it, and just tell them, I don't want you to make love to me. Yeah, and as they do, if it is recorded, that's your evidence. If you have the evidence, it will go to court. And this is necessary, guys. You selected this life, you selected this script of life to actually help this evil. Yeah, because they don't expect losing you. And then they lose the nicest person in the planet. They lose the love in their life. And then if they go to prison, yeah, they begin hopefully to repent and regret what they've done, and they hopefully change. That's the reason why, guys. Yeah, kind of to help those Muppets. Yeah, but the thing also that in prison, yeah, what some of the prisoners who are their life, yeah, nobody can stand somebody who is a rapist or abuse a woman. They go after them with a vengeance, and most of them get killed. Yeah, so it gets really hard for them. Yeah, so what you give is what you get. My advice is that do not be in domestic abuse and think you're alone. You think that feel guilty for betraying these people, or think that there is no way out. There is a way out, guys. Nobody's alone. You've got the source. You need to trust. You need to expose these people. Make sure that justice is executed. This is what I wanted to say today, because there is so much domestic abuse, but that's part of the matrix, yeah, to keep mostly the females under control and in fear, because they feed from our fear. I mean, my partner's happiness was my sadness. Yeah, we were, I feed myself with the source energy, with happiness, with laughing, just all love. But he fed himself from evil. These people need to be on a lower frequency, and they need to be in control of your life. They are like, they own you. Yeah, you are kind of their trophy. You are there to do you are told. You are their slave. And most of them are reptilians, guys. They are from the Matrix. So I have put a link on top of this video, guys, for a free consultation. If any of you have experienced that and want to have a free, totally confidential chat with me, I'll support you the best way I can. Best way I can. I mean, my partner, ex-partner, of course, took all my credit cards, and he, um, for example, he was having 5 showers a day just to because the water, all the bills were on my name. I moved into the property myself first, so his name wasn't on the contract. So all the bills were on my name. And when it was hot, he used to put the heat in full power and open all the windows just so, I could be in bed. He took my credit cards and put a lot of money on them, yeah. So the source told me, just call them, just call them, and liaise with the police. So I called them, and the police emailed them, given the crime reference numbers, guys, and all the bills have been wiped off. I've recovered the money through fraud, and bit by bit, I've got another credit card that I'm dealing also with fraud. But also, there is some charities. I'm with the Victim Support Center, which are giving me about £300 to support me to pay for the electricity, to buy things for the house. Then the council can actually help with the repairs because he wrecked the property. You wouldn't believe what he did to me. So there are ways that you can recover. The source is very generous in these instances. And when somebody's been raped and has gone through domestic abuse, people is really kind. They understand that this is not right to treat anybody like that. So I'm here, guys, and I'm not gonna charge you for, talking about this and trying to support you. So I've put a link, and if you choose option one, you can have a free chat with me. Please do not think that you're on your own. Do not think that the source is not there for you. I'm here for any of you who has experienced any violence. And if any of you are scared, then talk to me and I'll sort it out. I'll make sure that that the source does everything possible so you get out of that situation. I hope this is helpful, guys. Till next video. Goodbye.